This is a 1973 Chevy Nova Super Sport, believed to be original two-owner car, and the original owner told us that it is a factory Super Sport. There's not, to my knowledge, there's not really any way to tell, but with going back to the original owner and stuff like that, I'm really pretty sure this is an original Super Sport car. Powered by a 350 Chevy engine. Got an Edelbrock carburetor, Edelbrock air breather, Chevy chrome valve covers. It does have headers, power steering, and power brakes. The paint code on this is 2929. Interior trim is 751 A51. It's got the Velcro electronic ignition. Engine seems to run well and idle well. As far as the paint and body goes on it, paint job was done many years ago and it still has a great shine. It's original blue car to my knowledge, and it's been painted just a little bit darker blue, kind of a dark blue metallic, and it looks real sharp. It's got the white Super Sport correct stripe on the side, all the SS emblems on the front fender and the grill. As far as our front bumper goes, it does have some scuffs and some little scratches and stuff in it, but all in all, really looks presentable for a driver. You can just tell this is the original SS emblem on the hood. Should probably be replaced. It's got a lot of chipping and stuff on that emblem. Grill all looks real decent on it. I don't see any spots that are broke out. There is one crack in the grill here, I see, right up close, but it's nothing that's broke out totally. As we look at both of the hood gaps, they both look nice and even from the front to the back, and they line up very flush. If you look at the sun, the way it hits the metallic, it's a real pretty dark blue color. And the way it looks to me, it's an older paint, but hasn't been wet sanded and buffed. We did wet sand and buff a spot on the trunk, and the paint turned out great. I'll show you that in a little bit here. The previous owner, before we got it, went through all the brakes, put new tires on it. When we got the Nova in, we put a new gas tank and sending unit in it, and just did a bunch of other odds and ends stuff to it to make it, in my opinion, a real nice turnkey driver. Our gap's real nice here on the passenger side. We do have some rock chips, guys, at the very bottom of the front fender. It's all nice and solid, but there is some chips there. We also have a couple little paint chips, rock chips along this inner rocker. But the inner rocker looks nice and solid from front to back here. I don't see any blisters or any other issues besides the paint chips. Other than that, the front fender looks really nice on the passenger side. We do have some paint chips in this sticker, some little scratches and stuff in the sticker. Back corner of the door looks good as well, up and down. In front of the rear wheel, over the wheel well, and behind the wheel, all looks really solid, nice. Dual exhaust is new on it. It does have brand new dual exhaust. That's something we did as well. Bottom corner of the door is really solid. It's a good look at your bottom of the door. Inside door panel is in great shape. The handle is nice. Grab handle. All the door handles and window cranks and stuff are original as well. I don't see any imperfections on this passenger side door panel at all. It's got all new rubbers in it. The jambs were done nice. As you open up the door jambs, the paint and the jambs is just as shiny as the rest of it. Inside seats are all recovered. They look very presentable. Headliner was redone as well. We do have a few little wrinkles on the outside edges of the headliner. Dome light works. Back seat was recovered. Back door panels are in really good shape. my video camera battery is getting a little low and I don't want to run out, so I'm going to go through as fast as I can here. Back sail panel, plastic pieces are in great shape. Back shelf is nice. Does have the overhead seat belts. Sun visors are there, they're in great shape. Rear view mirror is new, it looks like. Also the dash pad, I don't see any cracks anywhere on the dash pad. The dash pad's in great shape. Original Super Sport steering wheel and factory console. Carpet looks like that was redone at the same time as the seats. That all looks really good. Scuff plates and stuff could be original or they were replaced quite a few years ago. They do have some little imperfections with scuff plates. The dual exhaust sounds real nice. Tips come out like they should. Nice chrome tips. We look up and down the sides. Nice straight car. This car will need a new back bumper. The back bumper's, to me, the worst part about the whole car. It's faded. It's got some dings and stuff in it. I've got a replacement cost. I think they're about $350 to $380 for a brand new bumper. That's something that probably should be done to it yet. Trunk gap looks really good here. We do have just a little bit of a kind of a paint bubble or blister or something like here in the top of the trunk lid. Other than that, like I said, the trunk lid looks really good. It was all wet sanded and buffed and just really shines great. Also, we have some little scratches in this back of this glass. I'm not sure really what happened here, but it does have some little scuffs at the bottom of this glass here, the back glass. No hail damage, no imperfections that I can see anywhere on the roof. It's nice and straight, really clean there. We look up and down the driver's side, the body's nice and straight as well. Gives you a nice sound of the dual exhaust, it really sounds good. Quarter panels all look good. We do have some little paint chips just from rocks hitting the back, but no blisters or any issues anywhere around the quarter panel that I can see. In front of the rear quarter all looks good as well. Rocker panel, corner of the door looks good. We do have a few chips along this bottom of this rocker and lower fender, just like the other side, just some rock chips down here, but all nice and solid in my opinion. I don't see any blisters or blemishes, just some paint nicks here in this bottom of the rocker. Another little chip right here in the front corner, and there's one more up here. So it does have a little wear on the paint. I'm guessing it's 20 years old, but a great looking driver. And I really believe this to be a real super sport, but I cannot document it. Corner of the door's nice as well. Bottom looks good. We installed new rubbers. Door panel, driver's side, excellent condition. It does have a little tiny little flaw right here at the very top, just a little crack, and another one right there, just a little scuff. There's one more up here too. So it's got three tiny little scuffs at the very top. Other than that, it looks really nice. The grab handle looks good. Horn works, super sport steering wheel. No rips or tears on the seats themselves, and they're in real decent shape. It's got the retractable seat belts. Door jamb paint all looks good. We're gonna get this thing going down the road before my battery dies here. Gas gauge works. We got a brand new sending unit and a brand new tank. Temp gauge works. Heater fan works. Wipers work. And it's got an AM/FM Jensen radio, and that works, but it does not have any speakers hooked up, guys. Horn works. It's got 95,000, 56 miles. Previous owner told me that years and years ago a crate motor was put in it. I don't know if it was done in the 80s or 90s, but it was a long time ago. So it is not the original engine, but it is a 350 crate motor. That was done 20, 25 years ago. Speedometer works good. The gear shift indicator also works well. Car's got a lot of get up and go. Really runs and drives down the road great. As I mentioned before, the brakes were replaced by the previous owner, and then we double checked everything. Brakes work perfect on it. They stop excellent. It does have power steering and power brakes. Steers nice down the road also. I don't think it needs an alignment. Tires are new. Here's your brakes. You get a nice full pedal. Very impressed by the way this thing handles, drives, steers. Just for a basic 354 barrel, it even accelerates nice. We're gonna let off a little bit so I can show you that the kickdown does work. Let's see if that engages here. Yep, kickdown works. One finger on the wheel, just goes down the road very smooth. You want to stop in a hurry, brakes work great. There's your kick down. Tranny shift smooth. Try your brakes again here. That sudden stop. The brakes are awesome. Very solid brakes. So really a good run and drive in 73 Nova, believed to be super sport, believed to be 2-owner car.